all, today we are going to see about chemical bonding. According to Lewis, a chemical bonding is the number of electrons which is it depends upon, actually chemical bonding is depends upon the number of electrons in the outermost shell of each atom. Actually, to become stable only it shares electron, or it donates electron, or it accepts electron. So over here we are going to see different types of bonding. Actually, there are three types of bonding: ionic bond, covalent bond, and coordinate bond. So in this session we are going to see about ionic bond. So ionic bond is basically when an atom donates electron, an atom accepts an electron. For example, if you take sodium, so sodium has one electron in the outermost shell. So we are going to see only the outermost shell, because the sodium has the sodium's proton number is 11. So that when atomic number is 11, it's equal to number of electron also. So 2 electrons in the first shell, 8 in the second shell, and 1 in the outermost shell. So that is what I have showed here. So 1 in the outermost shell. So when it has 1 in the outermost shell, this needs to become duplet or octet. So duplet, only the hydrogen can become a duplet because it has 1 electron in the outermost shell, and when it shares 1 electron from some other element, it can attains duplet. But other atoms, when it donates an atom, when it donates an electron, or when it accepts an electron, it attains octet. It attains by accepting or by losing an electron, it attains the electronic configuration of neighboring noble gas element. So for example, if you take sodium, rather accepting 7 more electrons to become octet, this can donate 1 electron, so that it has 8 in the outermost shell. So by donating 1, the outermost shell has 8. So it attains the electronic configuration of neon. So if you take chlorine, for example, this has, the atomic number of chlorine is 17. So the electronic configuration is 287. So rather donating 7 electron, this can accept 1 electron to become octet. So by accepting 1, this will become 288. That means this attains the electronic configuration of argon. So sodium, by donating 1, this attains the electronic configuration of neon, which is a neighboring noble gas element. So as I said, chlorine has 7 electrons in the outermost shell. So when sodium donates an electron to chlorine, chlorine attains 8. So by losing 1 electron, this attains the electronic configuration of neighboring noble gas element neon, and chlorine, by accepting 1 electron, it attains the neighboring noble gas element argon's electronic configuration. So this is what ionic bond is about. So as Lewis said, it depends upon the number of electrons which is present in the outermost shell. So why he said? Because for example, if you see magnesium oxide, so magnesium is a second group element. If it's a second group element, it has 2 electrons in the outermost shell, and oxygen, which is a 6th group element, which has 6 electrons in the outermost shell. So when it has 6 electrons in the outermost shell and its atomic number is 8, so that it is 2, 6 is the electronic configuration of oxygen. So when this gains 2 electron, this becomes 2, 8. So where it will gain, for example, if the reaction is between magnesium and oxygen, magnesium will donate 2 electrons to oxygen. So that oxygen will gain 2 electrons. over here by donating. So magnesium's atomic number is 282. 12 is the atomic number of magnesium. By donating this attains the electronic configuration of neon, and by accepting this attains the electronic configuration of neon too. Yeah, so this is a very good example for ionic bond. So I can give you one more example so that you can understand more about the bonding. Over here, if the reaction is between magnesium and chlorine. So over here, magnesium has 2 electrons, but chlorine has 7 electrons in the outermost shell. But this needs 1 electron to become octet, and this needs to donate 2 to become octet. So this will donate 2 electrons to one electron to chlorine and 1 more electron to 1 more chlorine. So you can show like this. So 2 chlorine atoms which gains 2 electrons, so that ion minus. So how will you show here? When oxygen attains 2, you can show here magnesium 2 plus, because this donates 2 electrons. So this becomes cation. So when oxygen accepts 2 electron, it's 2 minus. So you can show the electrons like this. And over here NaCl, sodium donates 1 electron, but chlorine accepts 1. So Cl minus, only 1 chlorine and electrons, 8 electrons, the sodiums. So this is what ionic bond is. Metal ions are, all the metal ions are cations, all the non-metal ions are anions. So when a metal ion can donate an electron and the non-metal ions can accept electrons. This is what about ionic bond. So we'll see covalent bond in the next session. Bye.